DTA. That's one of the lessons for my old man. Now, my old man was a joker, and he always was quoting movies, but sometimes he would quote movies that had a life lesson in it. And DTA came from, I know, a Sylvester Stallone movie where he was in prison. I remember nothing about the movie other than they built a car and some guy went out into the prison yard in the car, and I think they shot him or something like that. But DTA is a life lesson. And what it means is don't trust anybody. Now, the reason I say that is because a lot of times I see people get themselves in a situation where all they had to do was sign off on the dotted line, put it in writing, put it on a napkin. It doesn't matter. At least it's a napkin. No, there's no law that says a contract can't be on a napkin. But the problem in this particular case was, it's that common issue is like one party has good credit and they say, well, I'll put the car in my name, but it's your car, or vice versa. They'll say, this car is always going to be yours, but even though it's in my name, and then all of a sudden comes the breakup and everything changes, and now everyone's fighting over the car, and at the end of the day, the court's going to look at who is on the car loan. That's it. It's going to be impossible to improve these verbal agreements. And so all you had to do was put it in writing. I know it may not sound romantic to tell your partner, I need you to sign this, but isn't that what a prenuptial agreement is? You have to protect your self-interest. And you have to be realistic that sometimes, well, not sometimes, 51% of marriages end up in divorce. So imagine relationships that don't get that far. It may not work. And so what happens is they call the cops. It's not a cop issue, but now the cops say they have a report. People see cops at your house. They're knocking on the door saying, did you steal the car? And you're like, no, the car's in my name. Cops walk away, but you still have to deal with that. Now comes the lawsuit in civil court, right? Probably small claims court. And they're pointing the finger at you, saying you're this and you're that and all this other stuff that you had to miss work for. All these aggravations just because you didn't put it in writing. All I could tell you is my old man was right. DTA.